Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Ma'am Yogi and everyone. Here I will take the final exam for the speaking for academic purposes. The text that must be fulfilled for the final exam for my lecturer, Mrs. Yogi Haryanti, is reviewing international journals. The title is Anxiety of Speaking English in Class among International Students in a Malaysian University. This journal is International Journal of Education and Research, Volume 3, Number 11, November 2013. The author is Zhao Shiping, PhD student from Department of English, Faculty of Modern Languages and Communication, University Putra Malaysia, and Paramasivam, corresponding author from Department of English, Faculty of Modern Languages and Communication, University Putra Malaysia. In abstract, the study explores anxiety among international students and how they cope with speaking English in class. It uses Horwitz et al. 1986 from work and data from a postgraduate student at the Malaysian University. Research showed Nigerians are generally not anxious, while Iranians and Algerians experience more anxiety due to fear of negative evaluation and communication apprehension. The study also examines teachers' perspective and reactions toward learners' anxiety and investigates the students' perspective of teachers' reaction to their feelings of anxiety. The conclusion points out that the lecturer's strategies and student reactions to their strategies are not related to cultural backgrounds, but to effective filters and learning skills common to all human beings. Next, introduction. The introduction explains that English-speaking anxiety is a factor that can hinder students' performance and achievement, and reduce their willingness to participate in learning activities. This is a concern worthy of further research, especially as English is the primary language of the sciences and professions, as well as the official language of many international and professional organizations. In this context, foreign or second language anxiety is a phenomenon that can hinder student performance and achievement. Next, literature review. The literature review in the journal discusses the significance of English as a major language in science, professions, and as the official language of many international organizations. It highlights the fear of performing in a second language, known as a foreign or second language anxiety, which can hinder performance and achievement. The review also references Horowitz et al. 1986 categorization of variables that lead to foreign and second language anxiety, including communication apprehension, fear of negative evaluation, and test anxiety. Additionally, the review discusses the coping strategies used by students for dealing with anxiety, drawing from work of Prince 1986, Bailey et al. 1999, and Georgeson 2003. The literature review provides a theoretical framework for understanding the factors contributing to language anxiety, and the coping mechanism employed by students. Research design. The research design section in this journal explains the research design use. This research uses a case study design with one class as the research subject. The class chosen was a PhD class from the Faculty of Economics at a university in Malaysia. Data was collected through observations and interview with 8 international students who attended the class. Observations were conducted over 5 sessions spanning one semester, while interviews were conducted before, during, or after the class. The collected data were analyzed using discourse analysis with reference to the categorization of foreign or second language anxiety variable proposed by Horowitz et al. 1986. Finding. The finding section of this journal shows that Nigerian students are less likely to be anxious when speaking in English. However, Iranian and Algerian students were more likely to experience anxiety due to fear of negative evaluation and anxiety in communication. The study also found that lecturers' strategies and students' reactions to lecturers' strategies were not related to cultural background, but to affective filters and learning skills common to all humans. These findings have significance for teachers in understanding the causes of anxiety faced by students and providing ways to reduce anxiety while improving students' oral proficiency. The last, discussion and conclusion. The discussion and conclusion section of this journal concludes that Nigerian students tend to not to be anxious when speaking in English. Perhaps because English is their second language and the main language of study. They also have a high level English proficiency. On the other hand, Iranian and Algerian students were more likely to experience anxiety, mainly related to fear of negative evaluation and communication anxiety. They had similar anxiety coping strategies such as staying silent and avoiding eye contact. The study also found that lecturers and student reactions and strategies were not related to cultural backgrounds, but rather to effective filters and learning skills common to all humans. These findings have important implication of the findings have important implication for teachers in understanding the causes of anxiety faced by students and providing ways to reduce anxiety while improving student oral proficiency. In conclusion, this study provides insight into the anxiety experienced by international students when speaking English in class, the coping strategies they employ, and the impact of the lecturer approach in reduce anxiety and creating a positive learning environment. The findings demonstrate the importance of creating a supportive and inclusive classroom environment for international students to reduce language-related anxiety.